Regency Mines is a mining exploration and development company exploring for nickel and cobalt in Papua New Guinea and base metals in Australia. Now, hi Andrew.
Hi.
Now, you had good results. Can we just say that this was just because of Regency's stake in Red Rock Resources?
I think the profits were from the associate stake that Regency holds in Red Rock Resources, yes. They were good results in that respect. The report that accompanied the results was good in other respects, in that it told people that our business is actually going well. But our business consists in spending money at the moment rather than earning it.
Because of the stage that the company's at?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's been a difficult year for commodities like nickel. You have survived. Now, how has Regency survived?
I think that our strategy, which from the beginning was to spin out assets and to act as a kind of mining finance house as well as an explorer, that model has proved itself more than once, but most recently in the year under review, because Red Rock is a baby born out of Regency, and by being spun off, it's been able to finance itself without direct recourse to Regency shareholders, and now Regency shareholders are getting the benefit.
Mm-hmm. Your big project is in Minbari for nickel in Papua New Guinea. Now, where are you at with the drilling stages, and when will we expect a new resource estimate?
It's true, it is a big project, and it's potentially one of the biggest lateritic nickel projects in the world. And our ability as a small company to take on projects like that and to pursue them in a fairly stable, consistent, persistent way through ups and downs in the market and ups and downs in the nickel price is because we've given ourselves a financial balance and financial cushion. We have, in the year under review, started a program of exploration there, having formed a joint venture with Direct Nickel, who have what we think is a world-beating technology for nickel treatment. And we have been drilling now for something like 4,000 meters, getting on for 4,000 meters. That program will be finished by Christmas and will lead to a mineral resource. That's a really significant step for the company.
Mm-hmm. Now, when will the DNI technology prove itself?
Well, they've finished constructing the pilot plant in the CSIRO facility at Curtin University in Perth in Western Australia, and I've been round it. The only remaining unit to be incorporated is the decomposition unit that's come in from San Francisco and is at the moment on the high seas on its way to Fremantle. But once that arrives just after Christmas, or early in January, it will then form part of the assembly. And at that stage, I expect the plant to start operating. But within the first quarter of next year, I think we will get some positive results. We believe we will get some positive results from that demonstration plant, pilot plant, call it which you like, which will be processing 1-ton batches. And at that point, these direct nickel technology will be proven. It'll be very evident to everybody what's evident to us, that this is far superior to any other technical solution for laterite nickels. Now, what happens at that stage, I'm not sure. We'll be in a new ball game, because I think everyone in the world will be beating a path to direct nickel's door.
Can you remind us again about what the good connection is between DNI and Regency Mines? Like, how did you come about with the partnership?
Well, we looked at all the potential technologies. We thought there needed to be a metallurgical breakthrough in order to make lateritic nickel really work at all stages of the nickel cycle. And we had a particular motive for that, because although we knew we had a huge project, we also knew that it hadn't been drilled, so some other similar projects which hadn't been brought into production were much more developed in the sense of having been drilled, having a resource. So we needed to leapfrog other people. We decided to do it by forming a link with Direct Nickel, and the attraction of that for us is we got an immediate license to what they're doing. They already had some expertise in Papua New Guinea. They had some geological expertise. They knew about nickel. We could work very well together, and the attraction for them is that we had what was potentially a very large, and we thought at the time, middling grade but reasonable grade deposit. What we've discovered in our drilling this year has been that potentially parts of our deposit are relatively high grade. We'll see whether that is proven in the event, but it's an encouraging indication that when things begin to go right, they all go right together.
Can you make a comment on the demand for nickel and prices?
Well, 65% of nickel goes into stainless steel. So all you have to believe in order to believe that the outlook for nickel is quite good is that more people are going to move into cities worldwide, as they have over the last decade, because as they do so, they become customers for a whole lot of stainless steel products, which if you're living as a peasant in India or in China, you don't use much stainless steel. The moment you move into a city, not only does your income more than triple, but you're going to be certainly connected to electricity, or very likely connected to electricity.
White goods.
Your wealth is going to expand, white goods, all kinds of things, transport, equipment, that will require stainless steel. And nickel is not being made anymore. Well, not at a pace sufficient to meet world demand. We've got an endowment of nickel, which consisted of sulfide nickel, where most of the known big deposits have been mined out, and the lateritic nickel, which consists of the bulk of the world's nickel, and is conveniently situated all around the Pacific nations that are now seeing the greatest expansion. So the key has been always, how can we unlock the potential of that lateritic nickel at a price which will still be making money and the lows in the nickel price cycle.
Mm-hmm. What can we expect for 2012?
Well, we'll expect a resource from Minbari, and the resource will also highlight the potential of the whole plateau, and people will then understand the immense size and the potential to start it off perhaps as a high-grade project. They will also see the potential of the direct nickel process. Those two things are so overwhelmingly large that they dwarf anything else that might happen to Regency. But we think there are other things that will happen. Our stake in Red Rock, for example, Red Rock will be moving towards becoming an iron ore producer, and indirectly through Jupiter and through its royalty on Jupiter's main iron ore project, and will, we think, prosper in a number of other ways. Our stake in Oracle Coalfields that we took because we wanted to look at the possibility of getting into a big project there, but also moving into coal. That we think will come out with a bankable feasibility in the near future, and will start to finance its Sindh coal project in Pakistan.
That's huge.
And there's also some technology applications. Just as we have technology applications with direct nickel and Minbari, we have a potential for increasing the scope and profitability of what Oracle is doing by the application of lignite beneficiation technology. And I hope and believe that once they have moved ahead a bit with the current plans, Oracle will start looking at that. But these are long-term bets. We're long-term players. We're strategic players. We're not doing things to please people in 3 months.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much, Andrew.
Yep.
And thank you, and we'll be watching Regency Mines.